Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're moving on to a new section of Unit 7. Okay, so from today we're going to focus a lot more on the geometry side of things. For example, today we're going to talk about units of length. Now help me and help yourself find out what the relationship amongst the following units. Pause the video, give it a try. When you're ready, let's go over together. So let's compare amongst 1 km, 1 m, 1 cm, 1 mm. Okay, 1 kilometer, as we know, this is equal to 1,000 meters. And 1,000 meters, each meter is equal to 100. So I will add 2 more 0 if I want to convert that to centimeters. And then I will add up to however many meters I have. I have 1,000 of them, so 1,000 with 2 zeros. Okay, and if I want to expand it to millimeters, I know that each centimeter represents 10 millimeters. So I put 1 more 0 over here, and then I put in however many zeros I have originally. That's it. Now 1 meter equals to 100 centimeters. Okay, and each centimeters represent 10 millimeters, so I will just add the 2 more 0, and I'm done. And finally, 1 centimeter, well, that's equal to 10 millimeters. And that's basically telling you the relationship. Right, so this is quite basic. We're going to use that to do some conversions. Now first one, we're going to start out with a little warm-up. 200 centimeters, I want to convert that to meters. So 200 centimeters. This is equal to, well, you kind of know that, from your intuition, we need to divide in order to get to meters. Divide how many? Divided by 100. In this case, I'm going to get 2 meters, and that will be my final answer. On the other hand, if you want to write 25 kilometers to meters, you will know that you will multiply, right? Because 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters. So I will multiply by 1,000 in order for me to convert the unit to meters. This is going to give me 25,000 meters. Okay, so because these two examples are very intuitive and easy, so you know what to do. You know when you need to divide, you know when you need to multiply. But sometimes some conversions will confuse us a little bit, and this is what exactly we need to go over today. Now I want to go over this most secure way to do unit conversion. Okay, so now I'm going to start out with a 1. Yeah, 1 is just 1, right? But 1, I can write that as a fraction, 1 over 1. Pretty lame, eh? But 1, just because it's 1 over 1, I can add any unit, right? For example, I can say 1 kilometer over 1 kilometer. No problem with that. I can even do 1 meter over 1 meter and 1 centimeter over 1 centimeter, right? Because they're all 1 over 1 anyway, right? But this 1 over 1 thing is going to be very powerful later on, because what you can do is you can use your little intuition to help you do the conversion. In this case, if I have 1 kilometer, I know that 1 kilometer can be written as 1,000 meters, right? So 1 kilometer over 1 kilometer is actually equal to 1,000 meter over 1 kilometer. Right, you probably think this is ridiculous. Does that mean that 1 is equal to 1,000 over 1? Of course not, because we're having a different unit over here. You cannot just ignore these units. You can't just cancel them out like that, right? So that's exactly what we're talking about today. 1,000 meter over 1 kilometer is actually equal to 1 over 1, which is equal to 1. So basically, in the future, if you multiply by this guy, that's basically the same as doing nothing. Okay. We can also do the other way around. We can also say, let's keep the 1 kilometer on the top, and then I will convert the 1 kilometer on the bottom to 1,000 meters. That sounds cool as well. Same thing you can do for the bottom two cases, like this. Right? How is that useful? Let's look at an example. Okay, the example is we want to convert 3.6 kilometers to millimeters. Okay, so let's go. We start from 3.6 kilometers. Okay, now we first of all know that 3.6 kilometers equals to 3.6 kilometers times 1. Right? Of course, that's going to be lame, but we know that this 1 is equal to this whole bunch of stuff over here, so we can use any one of them as long as they're convenient to us. So we're going to replace that 1 to something that I can do to cancel out my kilometers, because I don't want to see my kilometer. I don't want to see this thing over here. I don't want to see this kilometer over here anymore. I want to get rid of that. So how do I get rid of that? Well, I can remind myself, hey, if I want to get rid of that, I want to put the kilometer on the bottom so that later on I can cancel this top km and the bottom km later. I remember that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. These are equivalent. There you go. I can write that like that, and the good thing about writing it like that is I can cancel the km and km. Okay, so now everything is only in terms of meters. You realize that this is the only unit that I have. Right? I don't see any other unit anymore. The km and km got cancelled out already, so I look cool. So I officially convert myself into meters. So now I want to keep going. I want to keep going until I see millimeters. Right? So again, I don't want to see the meters anymore, so I want to kind of cancel that out. So I want to write the m on the bottom so that I can cancel the top and bottom later. I know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Right, so in this case, again, I can cancel the m and m away. Okay, so now again, in this case, you only see cm, right? We downgrade our unit to cm now. Right, that looks pretty cool. I don't see any other unit. All of them got cancelled out. That's very good. And then we'll worry about the number later. Okay, we're only looking at canceling out the letters. Okay, now I want to move on to the final stage. I want to see my millimeters, right? In order for me to see my millimeter, I need to first of all get rid of my centimeters. Okay, I know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Okay, so this is how I can cancel the cm and cm. Alright, that looks cool. So, what does that mean? That basically means we are done, finally. Okay, so this is going to be 3.6 times, you pick up all the ones that are not cancelled out yet. This is equal to 1,000 divided by 1, which is 1,000. I multiply by 1,000 times 100 times 10 millimeters. Okay, so how many zeros would that be? This is 3.6 times the 1 followed by the 3 zeros from the red, 2 zeros from the blue, and 1 zero from the green. Okay, so when you do 3.6 times all that, what do you get? 36 with 5 zeros followed after. And that's our final answer. Let's do one harder example over here. We want to convert 60 kilometers per hour to meters per second. Okay, so let's use this method over here. So we got 60 kilometers per hour. So that's basically saying that we got 60 with the km on the top and then we got hour on the bottom. Right, we want to cancel the kilometer, right? So we're going to put the km over here. I know 1 km is equal to 1,000 meters. So I write like that. So that's how I can cancel my kilometers. I'm very happy. I now see my meter. Now that's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, but I'm still not happy yet because I still have an hour. I want everything to be displayed in seconds. So I want to keep going. Okay, so now I need to deal with that hour. Right, I know that I need to put the hour over here so that I can cancel the hour on the bottom. Right, so that I can cancel with this hour over here on the bottom. So now, I'm gonna convert that to, let's say, minutes. Right, so I know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. There you go, we can cancel the hours. Okay, nice. Final step, I want to cancel with the minute. I write my minute on the top because I want to cancel with the minute on the bottom. Okay, so 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay, I cancel, done. I'm very happy now. I'm gonna write everything down. So I got 60 times 1,000 times 1 times 1. On the bottom, I'm gonna get 1 times 60 times 60. And all that will follow by a unit of meters per second. Okay, that's exactly what we get at the end, if you realize these are the only two surviving units. Okay, so we can do a little cancellation over here. We can cancel the 60 and 60. Right, I can cancel this little 0 and this 0 over here. So we're going to get 100 over 6 meters per second. Well, this is approximately 16.7 meters per second. And we are done. Now, last example of the day. Let's read through this question. Pause the video if you like, and whenever you're ready, we'll go over it together. So here we go. An office building has 12 floors. Each floor has 18 steps. Each step has 17.8. Okay, it's like a chain question over here. So basically, we got 12 floors. Right, each floor has 18 steps. Each step has 17.8 centimeters high. Okay, I want to find out how high this building is. Right, how many meters do we need to climb upwards in order to go from the bottom to the top? Right, according to our fancy calculator, we got 3844.8 centimeters. This is not the answer yet because we're looking for how many meters. So let's do that method again. 3844.8 cm times, I want to cancel the cm, so I write the cm on the bottom. Okay. I know that I know that I want to convert that to meters, so I write the meter on the top. I know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, so I'm going to cancel the centimeter and centimeter out. And I will basically divide my 3844.8 by 100, so that gives me 38.448 meters. And that's the answer. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next lesson. Peace.